Hello. So this is a video I honestly never thought I would make because of what I'm about to say. I gave up coffee, okay? Which anyone who knows me knows I am obsessed with coffee. I am the person that will be late to wherever I'm going because I needed coffee. I needed my caffeine fix in order to wake up. Not just in order to wake up, but in order to just feel like myself, in order to have thoughts and form words and speak and sound like a human. I needed coffee. Well, I'm 39 years old, and my entire adult life, I've been drinking coffee. In my entire adult life, I've had problems sleeping. Anyone who knows me also knows I suck at sleeping. I am just not good at it. I can't seem to figure it out. I do all the crap that you're supposed to do. No screen time before bed, melatonin, valerian root, meditation, exercise, yoga, sunlight therapy, blah, 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 blah. None of it ever worked. And I was only drinking 2 cups of coffee a day. One at around 6 a.m. when I woke up, or 5 a.m. depending how early I had to get up, and then another cup maybe around 10 or 11. So I wasn't drinking crazy amounts of coffee, but I guess I was drinking just enough that it was preventing me from getting good sleep. So this is really what started me on this path of going caffeine free. And I also have always suffered from terrible migraine headaches, just the worst headaches, debilitating headaches to the point where one hits and now I can't get out of bed, but I still have to. So I spend the whole day with a headache. I have to take ibuprofen, which causes a whole bunch of other problems. And, I was used to getting really bad migraines and then a daily nighttime headache. I called it my nighttime headache. Oh, time to go to bed. My headache's here. So bad sleep, headaches, and then symptoms of ADD, a diagnosis of it as well, because I've never been able to really focus on one thing. I can hyper-focus, but my thinking was kind of all over the map. I've learned to live with it. I can actually do a lot of things at once. I know you're not supposed to, but I can. Anyway, so I gave up coffee. And the first day sucked. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The first day was hell. I felt like I was dying. It was the worst headache I'd ever had in my entire life. I was almost worried. I was like, maybe there's a brain tumor inside my head and I should go to the doctor because I didn't think it was going to be that bad. It was bad. That night, I fell asleep and I slept 9.5 hours. I have never in my life, my adult life, slept 9.5 hours, and anyone who knows me can confirm that. It just never happened for me. Good night's sleep for me meant 6 hours. 7 if I'm lucky. 8 was unheard of. I slept 9.5 hours the first time that I went caffeine free that entire day. And I was like, if I'm finally going to sleep, I'm going to stick to this caffeine free thing, this coffee free lifestyle. Day 2 went by and, I felt like my feet were being dragged down. It was like lead weights on my feet. I felt very heavy, very groggy, very tired. Even though I had slept, I just didn't feel alert and awake. As the days went by, I started to notice all these amazing changes. By day 4, I had human-looking skin again. And I'll throw up a photo so you can see the picture I took of myself the first day that I woke up coffee-free. Or actually, that was like the first morning where I should have had my cup and I didn't. So I technically wasn't off schedule. And then a photo of me 4 days later. It looks like I've been tanning. I look awake. I look happy. My skin just got so much better. I don't even know why. I think it's the dehydration or the better sleep, but my skin totally got better. And then the other thing I noticed is my problems with attention got so much better. And it's crazy to think all this time I thought I needed coffee because I wouldn't be able to pay attention without it. And then I realized that the coffee itself is what was preventing me from being able to focus for long periods of time on something and not just jump around to lots of different things. And that was really the biggest thing for me. Even in conversations in the past, I've struggled with when someone else is talking, I want to answer I want to talk over them, or I will ask a question and before they answer, I'm answering for them. All those little things I've gotten a lot better at. It's like my impulse control improved dramatically just by giving up caffeine. What I learned when I was researching all this is that caffeine is actually a toxin. It's like a poison that the plant releases to kill insects. And for some of us, it affects us in a negative way, more than others. I know people that can drink coffee and then go to sleep. Not me. My attention got better off of coffee. My sleep got better. The one thing I noticed is that even though I still don't get, the 8 hours of sleep a night, I just don't think I'm possible, aside from that first day. Even though I get maybe 6 hours or 7 hours, and actually last night I got 3 because I was up all night thinking about something, I feel fine. Whereas when I was addicted to that caffeine cycle, I couldn't feel fine until I had the coffee. And then when the caffeine filtered out of my system, I felt like crap again, and I would feel like crap the entire day. Now my moods are way more balanced. I mean, I used to be like this, and now I'm like this. Every 30 days, it goes like this for a couple of days, if you know what I mean. So it's just been life-changing. 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 I don't know what to say. I'm sleeping better. I'm concentrating better. I feel better. My skin is better. I have a better outlook on life. I know that sounds weird. And it's probably not the caffeine itself that was giving me a negative outlook on life. It's probably just the non-stop insomnia that I always had. And now that I'm actually sleeping, I have a better outlook on life. And just to go back to what I said earlier about how I had, even when I don't get 6 hours of sleep, I still feel better in the morning. That's because I'm getting deep sleep. I could never really get into deep sleep when I was addicted to caffeine or when I had it in my system. And once I got rid of it, I started getting deep sleep. I mean, like dreams, like deep, dreamy sleep. So we're 2 weeks out, and I will never go back to drinking coffee again. I do enjoy a decaf coffee, which I know some people say you shouldn't do because then it'll trigger you back into the cycle, but that's not really an issue for me. I enjoy a decaf coffee every now and then. It tastes delicious. I actually love the flavor of coffee, and that's fine. That's all I need. I'm so happy that I'm getting sleep and that I'm able to focus on things that I don't think I will ever go back to coffee. I know I won't. So yeah, hopefully this inspires somebody out there to give up coffee. Give it a try. It's not the end of the world. I told you it's going to suck at first. There's a bunch of Facebook groups you can join where people who are also giving up caffeine get together and encourage each other. So I suggest you join one of those groups and go from there. Thanks.